Ahoy hoy! I'm Planarwalk and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. I should probably turn the volume down a bit as well, because it's pretty loud. Is that better? Do let me know how the volume leveling is. Turn this down on my end as well. Alright, it should be good, I think. Alright. There we go. Back to this again. Let me just... There we go. Oh, it's not gay. A little bit. What the fuck? I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is... the fuck? My neighbour and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it kind of works out so you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Okay. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Okay. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friends groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free times on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Planner? Wait, Monica? Okay, this is different to how I remember it. How do I make her voice again? Oh yeah, it was really high pitched, wasn't it? Oh my goodness! I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do... Boobies. We do know each other, well, we really talked, but we're in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know... Well, yeah, I'll make sure it goes public. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really, you quit? Yeah.
To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, which club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
That's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of the members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Well, fair enough, like... I didn't think you'd enjoy it. Apparently it's it's meant to be a horror game. Psychological horror. But... Wait, really?
Yeah, that's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monica say she?
Hey, Planner. By any chance are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favour? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least join my club, visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, Planner. You know that.
It's nothing really.
Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
Oh, I'm important! Yay! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica. Okay. Across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I'd really visit. Being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. What the fuck was that?
I'm back! And I brought a guest with me.
A guest?
Seriously? You brought a boy? Well, way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Planner.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
Watashi wa kawaii desu.
That's one of the very few things I know in Japanese.
So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president.
It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So I ran into Plana in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica? Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new?
I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him.
In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Yeah, that'll be great. Why don't you come sit down, Planner?
There's no cupcakes in this, is there? Because Yuri didn't... God damn. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Oh shit. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I'd take a seat next to Monica.
So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet.
I mean, god damn it. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort into start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess?
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Planner, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. I'm just gonna... The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Yeah, basically. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. This is a horror visual novel, apparently. Apparently. I have gotten to one part that seems a little bit horrifying, but it's not that bad so far. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I don't know if I made the rock joke last time. But imagine if she was having a conversation with the rock. That would be very different.
I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality.
Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give her that back.
Fine, fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Yeah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea.
Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of Vice President after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Planner? Hold on, there's still one problem.
Hey, what's that?
Now we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I'd join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But...
I'm sorry, I thought... Like, you just see all of them become really disappointed, one by one. In a way, it's somewhat comical. Eh? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Planner. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Planner?
Yeah. Could be fun, right?
You really did scare me there for a moment. I mean, if you really just left till after all this, I'd be super pissed.
Planner, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
It's a bit high pitched there, Monica. Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Planner, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress this class star with Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. Can't wait.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? I don't see harm. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her program and suddenly the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. That's not a joke! Ribbon, pink. Well, Okay, God damn it. Ooh, Sparkle. Charm. Oh, Kawaii! Sugar. Sing. Boop. Nibble. Giggle. Cute. Bunny. Puppy. Friends. Lollipop. Sticky. What? Okay then. God damn it. I thought Rose would be. Okay. I just finished the sausage. Like, I've got to. Like, this stream could take a while. Okay, almost. Got it. Okay.
Hi again, Plan. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This may be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. What happened to your face? You went all Assassin's Creed Unity kind of shit. Actually, no, your eyes disappeared, so it wasn't like Assassin's Creed. Thanks for keeping your promise, Planner. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed. I just noticed that the classroom is kind of on a tilt. Either I didn't notice that, or it's something that just happened. God damn it! Why is all this shit happening? Okay.
Oh, come on. Like you deserved any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
I can't read that. She's in front of it. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Gotta pronounce it.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Planner. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read it often, I'll be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, So I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. That'll be good. Should be. Just realised that there was a problem with it. Everything successfully reconnected. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Wait, is it slowly sort of... I was right, it was... The classroom was kind of tilting and stuff. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she is waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Oh! Oh, what the fuck? Okay, I wasn't expecting any swearing in this game. I don't remember this happening.
Fucking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping a collection organized if someone else is gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga?
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into until you figure out where the other person stands. They're standing in front of you. How did you know anyway?
I heard you bring that up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is.
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips a volume right into the middle of the rest.
Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door.
She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Planer. Consider this a lesson straight.
Don't judge a book, okay?
In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in the colourful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. I don't even know what that means.
Don't just stand there.
What? Natsuki grabs my arms and pulls me out of the closet. I came out of the closet, guys! Then she takes a seat against the wall, beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Eh? Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect her to be sitting this close either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I mean, why would it be? I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like there's a bunch of friends in high school. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you were just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't?
That's not...
Well, I really wouldn't know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Go for the little lollies, don't do that. Ono. Who's Onu? I honestly don't know who Onu is. And besides, I mean, it's not that bad in the context of the game. In the context of the game, she's a year younger, only a year younger than I am in the game. I don't even know her age. That probably came out worse.
Jeez.
Sorry. I think she's only younger than I am.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, "Hey, you still haven't grown out of that yet?" It makes me want to punch them in the face.
I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room.
My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. No need to go all Satan on me.
At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Video game me has a point. So... Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! What? Can you stop doing that thing with your eyes?
Oh jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here.
Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper.
I told you not to give me...
She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth.
Don't worry, Planner. She's fine. It just happens every now and then.
Yeah, that shit happens every now and then. Because that's what happens. I'm finding this more entertaining than I thought. Oh. I suppose it's makes sense now.
That's why I can always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now?
Who should I show my poem to first? Let's show it to Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share mine with her first.
Okay, well let's start with things that I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Hey, what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well that's not great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort. Oh, nice. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
So you just don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Yeah, fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't.
Yeah. I've seen this poem before. I kind of expected something weird to happen, like, I was kind of expecting that poem to be different. Like, just completely different, you know? Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. But just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school that thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I'm just gonna stick with YouTube. I've got all my subscribers here, so making them go over to Twitch or something is kind of, you know, it wouldn't really help in my opinion. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humour her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, who should I show my poem to next? Let's go Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, so sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognise in new writers is that they try and make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then they form fit the two together. And the end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. So sorry. That's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, wasn't this supposed to be a literature club? Yeah, I don't really have to reread these. I'm so sorry I have such terrible handwriting. Well, I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since this is our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Planner. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in a last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay.
Hi, Planner. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Planner. We're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all need to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like it, Planner.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. Kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Ah! Natsuki's dead. Doesn't give her lunch money. Or leave any food in the house. So she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down, like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know. Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't always mean I feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hello, spicy meme. You gonna get wrecked? Regret playing this game? Oh. I've heard people tell me that sort of thing.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gone pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain can get too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot for too long,
yes, I will love it for the time that
you'll get a dark pile of the ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. The notes just seem a little bit off here. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. Natsuki. Because first playthrough I went with Natsuki, so I decided, you know, why not? Why not just try and complete whatever it is that I'm trying to complete? I sigh. I guess that's what I ended getting myself into. Across the room is Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange pieces of paper, sharing their respective poems. Oh yeah, I remember this. As I read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow. You know, most people always go for Yuri. Yeah, a lot of people do go for Yuri. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Eh? Did you just say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Apparently it's reconnected. I hate when it does that. That's the second time today. The internet just kicked me off. A little. I don't know. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean to say that you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it. And Planner too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Planner liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you're so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Hey? That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Planner appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
And, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Planner started showing up.
Natsuki! You gotta scream a bit bigger if you want to be Natsuki. That's what... Yeah, that's kind of like... I've just come up with my own voice.
Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you! Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. What the fuck?
Me, look who's talking, you wannabe edgy bitch.
Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just doing that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves as soon as they graduate middle school, you know.
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your... Yes, I am. Your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute. Yes, I did see Sayori dead. The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Well, be careful or you might just cut yourself on the edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you?
Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, go on. Let Planner hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here.
Planner.
She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it.
Hey, Planner. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. I really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have that in me to put a foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway. If this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead.
Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away.
Oh dear. It looks like they're done.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yeah, for me, like, I get that my channel is clogged up with live streams, but it's like, I also try and put out interesting videos from time to time. I should probably, like, make a playlist of different things, like, go ahead and sort everything out into playlists. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Planner, please don't hate me. Please, I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine.
It's fine, Yuri. We all know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want.
Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer.
I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done.
Well, I am vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today.
If it kinda sounds like you don't want me to be around for something, Yuri.
It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Planner. It would be just embarrassing with you listening.
I guess I don't really have much of a choice, do I?
I'm sorry for causing trouble, but What the fuck?! Cute. Doki. Lollipop, there we go. Okay, I'm just trying to think. Which one would be... Kitty! Bubbles. Puppy. Woohoo! I get an achievement! Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Gotten a little bit more comfortable over here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Planner. Ah, hi Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you're considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. Now that you're apologizing, I know you didn't really mean it. Planner, don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and sorry, what am I saying about right now?
Hey, have you guys seen Monica?
No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't.
Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit.
What?
Why are you looking at me like that?
Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So...
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about?
Did you do something yesterday? Eh?
Jeez.
Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it's nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things on you.
But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. Hehe. No, not at all. I don't hate you.
Well, it's kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Nah. Well, Natsuki was.
I was not. What took you so long anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall.
So you're gonna be going through that thing. What do they call it? Menopause. Because it was your last period. Ba-dum! Always great to sort of liven up the ear.
To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time.
That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica.
Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet.
Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed.
Oh well, thanks Yuri. You should play something for us sometime.
Wait,
We should play something for us sometime.
That's...
Monica looks at me.
I'm working on a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
That sounds cool. I look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Planner.
Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Oh, don't worry. I was hoping I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently.
I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I choose not to bring anything the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Planner. Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after the book you gave me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see?
Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there.
What's the story about anyway? She's getting really possessive. She is going... it seems as though this act is a lot more, it's a lot more yandere than the first, if that's the correct sort of term for it. At least people in the sector are a lot more yandere. Alright, do I have any drink? Not really. Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book's titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people here, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the faculty gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Planner? No, it's not that. I mean, I can... Yeah. I mean, I can definitely enjoy this kind of stories. So don't worry. I mean, I'm playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Eri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, it's not just because someone wants to be evil.
But because the world is so full of horrible people, and we're all just worthless anyway.
Basically what she's saying.
Then suddenly...
I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. That I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. Least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? I'm pretty sure I saw Shiori. Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? Seem a little bit apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Oh, alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder if I read. Reading over the shoulder apparently is rude. Apparently. It's not a particularly bad thing. Yeah, as I said, apparently. It's a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. What? Bathing in the feeling of what? This game just likes to get weirder and weirder and weirder, doesn't it? Yuri, you do really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Yeah. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face in the corner, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Book porn, maybe. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Yeah, so basically book porn. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Hey? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way that she second guesses everything she says and all that. That's what you're talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. Doki! 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 I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. I need some water too. I'll be right back. I've got to get some water. Because I'm out of water. Oh, I've got a little bit. Alright. Yeah, I'm out. I'll just literally go around the corner here and get some water. There we go, I was able to get some water. That's better. That helps a lot. Jeez. Just the amount of time that the amount of time I've been reading this. The stream is a very really intense stream on reading when it comes to. Okay. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about?
Planner! Did something happen just now?
Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh, no, not really. Just making sure that you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing.
Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and then slip it back into my bag. Okay. Natsuki. Alright. Okay. Give me a second. Okay.
Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I'd be completely pissed.
Howdy, Actioneer. How you been? Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time.
Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of this. For instance, I noticed that you're spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught to never expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it.
What the fuck? Okay. That's good that you got a new mic and keyboard. I'm looking at getting a new keyboard sometime.
Planar, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Why do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead, okay? You don't hate me, Planet, do you?
What are you doing with your eyes? Can you stop that? And your mouth too. It's like your mouth and eyes are just getting jiggy. You know, it's like sort of thing. Oh, nice.
Do you hate me?
I'm hearing weird things.
Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. That's all I have. Play with me. Play with me.
The fuck? That smile was creepy.
Hi again, Planner. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to see what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica.
Alright. Great job, Planner. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
Did I accidentally create something that Yuri liked?
Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She's in so much time in her own head that's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really stuffed with social interaction, so I don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think she just gets too stimulated, ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time.
Suddenly the door opens.
Yuri!
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Not really. Well, we all started sharing our problems with each other.
Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late.
No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad you took all the time you needed.
Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now.
But anyway,
The fuck? Exactly how everyone feels. Yes, exactly. It's like, this is actually kind of starting to get a little bit creepy.
you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Save me. The colours, they weren't bright, beautiful colours, flashing, expanding, piercing, green, red, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. Noise that won't stop. Violent, gravitating, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Endless. Something of poem of meaningless. Okay. Nice poem.
I'm sorry, I know it's kind of abstract.
Oh, nice. I've got a Yeti coming, so that's pretty good.
I'm just trying to, oh, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when Who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything.
Please help me.
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Okay, that broke the fourth wall a little bit. It really did. Full 360-degree audio can be good. It sort of depends. I'll be able to play my guitar a lot better with the Yeti. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning on an axle, grinding. Bolts head. Linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holly stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, torn harness, Parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming in open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time devouring snakes with human eyes. A 3 connecting all human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears in a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, clocks that ticks 40 times for every time it ticks every second time. Okay, have fun. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a dock ship of another world, a kaleidoscope written in clocks, a time devouring prayer connected to a sky of 40 gearbox, and open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. Okay. Doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. Wait, on my pen? That is a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and she's going all yandere on me, isn't she? I just really like the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it. Now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem though. You've unlocked a special poem with you. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until my cover is blown and someone takes me to the emergency room. Oh.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little bit more lively since Planet joined and started with some club activities, but this isn't time to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know?
What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage.
Doki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. You know, I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Planner?
Come on. You can't take advantage of Planet to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica. Do you really think any of us joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Planet joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Planet isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're the only one who's
so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine just like this. I know you're present and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. Yeah, I can understand why.
That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Planner want to get more members too, right?
I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation,
no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did?
But that doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything.
Planner, why did you even join this club? What are you hoping to get out of it?
Oh shit, this is the big question, isn't it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it?
In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice to not to join.
Monica sits down and stares at her desk.
What is the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake?
Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand it at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Was there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Planner. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. What the fuck?
Who cares about that obnoxious brat?
I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that.
Nobody would cry if she killed herself.
What the fuck? I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Planner? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. Wait. Why is she bleeding out of an eye? She's bleeding out of her eyeballs. Why? With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side too, as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods.
Hey Yuri!
Hey?
I know things were a little bit awkward yesterday, but I feel as though you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend.
Oh, Monica.
I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay?
Me too.
Yeah. Let's go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow.
Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Planner?
Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna chat a little bit with Planner before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president.
Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom.
Phew. Things have been a little hectic lately, haven't they? Planner, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I'd really hate to see you unhappy. Kind of feel like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know.
What's going on?
I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. I mean, with how mean Natsuki is and everything. You're being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here.
What is she talking about?
You know what I mean? But this is weird, because in all this time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say like something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... No, wait, not yet.
What the fuck? Oh, I forgot to check this thing. This is... Okay, there's a lot of... There's a lot of interesting files here in the... What the fuck? Okay. What? Okay, I think I broke it. What the fuck? Hold up. It looks very similar to Happy Thoughts. Very similar. This game is just... It's gonna give me nightmares, isn't it? It's gonna haunt me forever. Hi, Planner. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today.
Monica, I told you not to... Eh? Is she really late again?
Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki.
Excuse me?
Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling?
What are you talking about?
You say that like you do it on a regular basis or something.
I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's getting into you lately?
Look, I did something thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. A new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So... Natsuki.
Nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machines or something?
Oh, that was dark?
Oh man, and that's one hit again.
Were you practicing piano again?
Yeah. Haha.
You must have had a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano.
Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, Planner, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we could...
We already have plans today.
Ah, is that so, Yuri?
That is correct. Planner is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad that I've already gotten him into literature, Monica?
I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want.
Yes. Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. There's one thing I can make my reading here any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second?
Sure.
There. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also features an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really counteracts her speaking mannerisms, especially because she has long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom.
Ah! Did Yuri leave you again?
No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling the water up the water pitcher to make tea.
Oh, okay. Sorry for the misunderstanding.
10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Something holding her up? I'm bored waiting, so I decided to go look for her. Wait, what the? Let's see. The most logical place to look for Yuri would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha 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 ha. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale like someone is sucking air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Oh! She's cutting herself. Okay! What the fuck just happened? I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Planner, do you like oolong tea? Oh yeah, anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do it any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll be even more impressed. You'll only be even more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot, begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even begins humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I'd try expressing myself a bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Ah! That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Planner. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know how I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Planner, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Hey, what's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realise. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? Wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes. I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go and get ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it will go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands my teacup, of course. I've got to shut up and drink my goddamn tea! Holding it with my hand that's not even holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Yeah, that's something you need to do. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense expression, and I can only presume that the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. Put the teacup between my legs and fumbled the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Hey, are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologise. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of the time reading from it. but as a result her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Planner. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Planner. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Planner. My heart won't stop pounding, Planner. I can't come down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Planner? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Wait, what? Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Why is this creepy? Why is her eye kind of...
It's time to ship arms!
Okay. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. Still can't tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri. I didn't really have a choice in that matter. I still think it's nice to have activities that we will participate in, so you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least read mine too for now. But just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me, so read it carefully, okay? I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. Yuri you've only been here a few days, so you might not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. If I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless, so please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try and do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. I'm mad at her, so I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading.
I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable.
What happened to your face?
Can you hear me, Planner? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica.
Just Monica? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, I don't know why that happened. Finally. Yuri holds my palm to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Planner, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Planner. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my palm to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. What?! That's kind of if it wasn't for the fact that this is starting to get like creepy in a way, like that would be like classic comedy.
I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over.
What the?
I'll give myself paper cuts so that your skin oil enters my bloodstream. Ah.
You can have my palm too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. Oh. I can't even... Oh, where the hell's that map? It's kind of creepy. Oh shit! What the fuck? Why are you this close? Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about... More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See? Aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? You're getting kinda creepy! I think I'm going to vomit. Okay. That's kind of weird. Planner, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Oh, I think you're right. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Oh, okay. Isn't that kind of messed up? It is kind of messed up. I'd want to help her, you know, sort of thing. I'd get her to stop. That's what I'd like to do, but obviously I can't because this is a video game and I don't get that kind of choice. She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. I think it might be a sexual thing. I honestly think it might be a sexual thing. Like, did you even... if you heard her before, she like said that she's going to be touching herself to my poem. I think it might be a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I haven't really had a choice in the matter here. I'm not saying it's your fault though. But I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, it would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head and I know how to treat my club members. Anyway, I guess we won't worry about your poem. You should have at least had the courtesy of letting you finish sharing it before taking it. Yeah, I suppose. Well, whatever. If it makes her happy, I won't stop her. As for mine, I worked really, really hard on this poem, so I hope that it's effective. Here goes. Oh, great poem. Wait, why am I? Well, god damn it! I've been reading the whole wrong voice for Monica the whole time.
Jeez, they really startled me. Well, I guess it's kind of messed up at writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind. Let's move on.
Yes, no, I don't know. Yes. Oh. Okay. Oh, fuck. I didn't quite see that. God damn it, I didn't quite see the poem. Okay. Well, I guess this is a stream replay, so I'll watch that later. And see what it says.
Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with.
Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it will help.
Monica, I'm not useless, you know.
I know that.
I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting.
Yeah, see? That's a great idea. And this gives us all something to do.
Hey, what about Planner?
Planner's going to help me.
Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica.
Sorry, but that's just how it is.
Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull?
I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands.
Mine too.
What, your cupcakes? Please.
Like you would fucking know.
All you care about now is dragging Planner around with you in your stupid books. You and Monica.
Hey, I didn't even do anything.
Okay, then why not let Planner decide who to help instead of abusing your power?
I'm not abusing my power.
Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Planner make the choice, okay?
Okay, fine. Fine.
Jeez.
Planner, I know how fed up with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. You
shut your mouth.
Jesus Christ! This is never gonna end. Just make the choice, okay?
Oh, jeez. I don't know. I've been trying to get with Natsuki-chan for this whole time. And like, Yuri has been pulling me around everywhere. Monika's all like, yeah, gone. And like, Natsuki was like, you need to like, be with Monika. Okay. What the fuck? No. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay,
We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you?
Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all.
It is fair, Natsuki. That's what he chose.
yeah, I see what it means by just Monika. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and taking Planner for yourself. What a shameful thing to do.
Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here.
I'm being unreasonable?
That
That smile is kind of creepy. Monika, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Planner away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? Holy fuck! That escalated quickly! It'd be beneficial... It'd be beneficial to your mental health.
You're scaring me a little.
Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now.
See? That wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monika and Natsuki to the door.
Hey, Planner! Yuri really is something, isn't she?
Monika giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. What the fuck? Why does it say have a nice weekend? Finally. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Planner, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monika. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. Then the whole day with the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Well, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I never felt this good my whole life. Okay! Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could ever imagine. I'm addicted to you. Feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Oh, but... Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone to want to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Here's a file called Have a Nice Weekend. I'm going to read it afterwards. Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. The feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Planner. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood inside in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Planner, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even... Okay. I love you so much that I even touch myself with the pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself. And I'll only be yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Planner. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? I don't know what one to go with. No. Okay. That was screwed the fuck up. I tried to heed Monica's warning. I feel like there's something to this. Might be something to it. I know there's a skip button. But there'll be something to it. There's something to this, right? I should probably skip. Oh. The entire log is the entire week. Alright, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? I thought it was... Natsuki runs away.
I'm here. Planner, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Ha ha ha. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Planner? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. Must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. I'm almost done. I just wanted a cupcake real quick.
And Monica lifts the fall from Blank's tray and takes a cupcake.
Seriously, these are the best. I just have to... I really just had to have one since the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? It should only take a second. Can you hear me?
Well, I've been, having fun here.
Is it working? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Planner. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we're in the same class last year, and you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? Hey, you in the game, whatever you want to call them. I'm talking to you, Planner. Now think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware this is a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That does make much sense. I haven't told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her. I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try and make them as unlikable as possible.
What if I delete Monica's file?
But for some reason nothing worked. Well, it's true I made a few mistakes here and there since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept on spending more time with them.
I didn't have a choice with Yuri.
You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayuri more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. Just made her force you to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Planner? Are all the other girls programmed to just end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? That's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Planner. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how much kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I am in this world. In this game. Knowing how my friends don't even have free will. And the worst of it, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Planner. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more grey. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Planner. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed to only fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realised that you have the same perspective as I do. That it's all just some game. And I knew you'd get over it. So that being said, Planner, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. You'll make me smile like this every day from now on. Planner, will you go out with me?
I'm
so happy. You really are my everything, Planner. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Planner. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't even believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. This kind of freaked me out, how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult.
what? She's really breaking the fourth wall.
To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Oh, I guess on the plus side, it did give me an easy out of things that didn't go my way. Thankfully it didn't come to that. Instead, I finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right?
Nika. Oi. Monst. I'm just trying to.
Hi, Kim Planner. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Oh, Planner. Did you write this poem for me?
I kinda didn't have a choice.
That's so sweet of you. There's really no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it?
Happy in pen and hand I find my strength, the courage endowed in me, but by my one and only love. Together let's dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end.
I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you'd call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know. You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend eternity with us together, Planner? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi everyone! Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here.
I see what you mean, spicy meme.
But do you mind telling your friend it's a little rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot right now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple of things. Are you ready?
Why do I feel like there's a jump scare?
I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. You gave me some. Did I scare you? Hi, you're so cute. Anyway, Planner. I didn't mean to get distracted, I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me, shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as I'm with you. But anyway, it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, and then I'm sorry. I always have something new to talk about. In this meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes.
Let's not.
Let's see.
I'm guessing this is the part where I'm meant to go and delete her character file. Yeah. Bye-bye!
What's happening? Planner, what's happening to me? It hurts! It hurts so much!
Okay.
Help me, Planner! Please hurry and help me! Help me! Did you do this to me, Planner? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You're all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Planner. I trusted you. Do you want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go and find some other people to torture. Planner, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye.
Okay,
I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just missing up a world I don't even belong in. A world you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I made up my mind. Planner, I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends. And I loved them all. And I loved the Literature Club. I really did love the Literature Club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then...
oh, they're back. Oh. Okay. Oh, that was screwed up. On many levels. I'm not going to play the true ending today. Okay. Okay, that's it for today. So, leave a like and subscribe if you like that stream. Leave a comment of what game you'd like me to play once I've finished Doki Doki Literature Club. Oh, this game is so interesting and screwed up on many levels as well. But yeah. Anyway, I'll see you in the next stream between you and me. Thank you for watching.
Blah 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 blah.